Students, let us start with next subtopic under management of cooperative organization, that is membership. Now under membership we will going to study who can be the member of a cooperative society and eligibility of a membership. Let us start with formation of a cooperative society. To form a cooperative society, minimum number of members required is 10 and maximum there is no limit. However, the relaxation is granted to housing cooperative societies which requires minimum 3 members. It means cooperative society minimum members are required are 10 and maximum there is no limit. But in case of housing cooperative societies, minimum it can start with 3 members, right? Then any other types of cooperative societies in Goa, the registrar has laid down certain norms meaning standards, and these norms are to be fulfilled to form a cooperative society. Is it clear? Okay. Next we'll see eligibility of a membership. Now, who is eligible to be a member? Okay, what are the things required? Let us see. Members are the owners of a cooperative society. They are also called as proprietors. Now, any person who is a major, meaning completed 18 years of age, okay, and residing in the area of operation of the society, meaning where society operates, in that area they should reside. Okay, who is competent to enter into contract. Now, competent meaning having necessary ability, knowledge, skills to do something successfully. Okay, so who is competent to enter into contract can become a member of the cooperative society. Okay, now there are certain conditions are given. Okay, the person who can become the member of a society. Okay, what the person should have, who can become the member of a society? Let us see. First one, a person who is competent to enter into contract, as I already said, as per Indian Contract Act 1872. Yes? Okay, now this Indian Contract Act 1872 prescribes the law relating to contracts in India. Okay, so next point, a firm or a company, meaning an organization or any company or any other body, corporate or society registered under Societies Registration Act 1860. Okay, so body corporate is any entity which has a legal existence, like it includes public company, private company, own personal, small company and so on. Okay, so next is a society registered or deemed to be registered under this act. Under this meaning Societies Registration Act 1860. Okay, then also the person can become the member of cooperative society of from the central or state government, okay, meaning the person or the member who is working for the state as well as or central government. Then next one, the person can also become the member of cooperative society from the local authority, meaning those who are working in panchayat or if it is municipality and so on. Okay, they also have right to be a member of cooperative society. And the last one we have is public trust, registered under any act or law for the time being in force for the registration of such act. Public trust meaning a trust created for charitable or religious or educational or any other scientific purposes. It is created for the benefit of public welfare. Okay, so from that also a person can become the member of cooperative society. Okay, that is about the formation of cooperative society, how the cooperative society should be formed, what are the eligibility of a membership, okay, and what type of people can become the member of cooperative society. If these conditions are fulfilled, then any person by his own wish, by his own willingness can become the member of cooperative society.